Hey everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber and teacher about this popcorn lumping. The number one YouTuber was Trevor. It's reaction time. We're going to do reaction to Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters.
CEO of DC Studios. Hey everybody, I'm
That's
James
my boy
Gunn.
James
I'm the
Gunn.
co-CEO of DC Studios. So as
Doing a
many of
good
you
job.
know, DC has been
Uh,
disconnected in film and television for a long
my
time.
boy.
And it's one of, our jobs,
Mm,
mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the
uh,
DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the
uh,
characters are consistent, played by the same actors,
mm,
and it works within one story. And if
mm,
something is outside of that, like
mm,
Matt Reeves' Batman or
mm,
Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it
mm.
is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside
Elseworld.
of the
Mm.
mainstream DCU
That's what
continuity. Now,
David
Peter and I
Zaslav
have gotten pretty
brought him
lucky in
here.
terms of the 4
Brought
projects
them
that are
there.
coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the
Can't
Gods.
wait for that.
Shazam has always been off kind of in his own
Mm,
part of the DCU, so he
uh,
connects very well. That moves
mm,
directly into The Flash, a fantastic
can't wait for
movie
that.
that I really love, that resets the
Cannot wait for
entire
that.
DC universe.
Mm,
Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic
cannot
film
wait for that.
about a kid who's a marvelous part of the
Mm,
DCU, and then into Aquaman 2,
Aquaman.
which leads directly
Yeah.
into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you
Mm,
about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of
mm,
very talented writers, have started to map out an
mm,
8 to 10 year plan of what DC
mm.
Studios will be in film, television, and gaming.
Uh,
This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters.
Gods and
Now, this,
Monsters.
what I'm about to
Wow.
tell you, is a part of the first
Can't wait for
chapter.
mom.
It's
Take
not
my
the
mom to go
entire
see
first
that.
chapter. The first project
Creature
is Creature
Commando. I
Commandos.
never heard of it.
Creature Commandos is an animated
Uh,
series. I've written all the episodes.
mm,
Something we're going to do that's a little bit different
that's
at
gonna be
DC
good.
is we're going to have characters move into
Mm,
animation, out of animation,
uh,
usually having the same actor play their voice as
mm.
who plays them in live action.
Wow.
The next project up is Waller. This is a
Waller,
story of
man, the
Amanda
Waller.
Waller, played by Viola Davis.
Viola Davis is a
Viola
good
Davis is
actress.
going to team up with members of Team
Mm,
Peacemaker, and this is a
mm,
story that's been created by Crystal Henry,
mm.
who did Watchmen, and Jeremy
Good
Carver, who
show.
created the Doom Patrol. It is a
Mm,
fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people
mm.
to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy.
Superman
This is
Legacy.
being
That's
written
gonna be
by me.
good.
I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And
Uh,
Superman will be released into
that's gonna be
theaters
good.
July 11th, 2025.
Uh,
Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a
Lantern.
story of a
Nice.
couple of Green Lanterns, John
Uh,
Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few
mm,
other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a
mm,
terrestrial based TV show, which is
mm.
almost like True
It's gonna be
Detective
good.
with a couple of Green Lanterns
It's
who
gonna
are
be good.
space cops watching over
Mm,
Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a
mm,
terrifying mystery that ties
mm,
into our larger story of the DCU. Next
mm.
is a big movie called The
Authority.
Authority. The
Warren Ellis, one of my
Authority is
favorite
a passion
writers.
project of mine. It's based
Uh,
on the marvelous Wildstorm
uh,
characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will
uh,
interact with all of our primary DCU
mm,
characters. The Authority are a group of
uh,
superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to
uh.
fix it by any means necessary. I think
That
it's a
should be
very
interesting.
different look at superheroes.
Uh,
We're doing a television series called
uh.
Paradise Lost.
Paradise
Paradise
Lost.
Lost is a story
Interesting.
of Paradise Island, usually known
Uh,
as Themyscira, which is the birthplace
uh.
of Wonder Woman. It's
It's
almost
gonna be
like
good.
Game of Thrones with Westeros,
Mm.
but
I
with
never
all of the
been a fan of
inhabitants
it.
of Paradise
Game
Island.
of Thrones.
The introduction of the DCU's
Mm.
Batman is The Brave and the Bold.
Brave
The
and the
Brave and the
Bold.
Bold is the story of Batman and his actual
Uh,
son, Damian
that's gonna
Wayne.
be
This is based
awesome.
on Grant Morrison's great comic book
Grant
run.
Morrison. I read
Damian
that
Wayne is
a
my
long time
favorite
ago.
Robin. He's a
Uh,
little assassin who Batman
uh.
tries to get in line, and so this is the story
The
of the two
Batman.
of them and the
Right.
beginning of sort of the Bat
Mm.
family in the DCU. Next up is a TV
Booster
series
Gold.
called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of
One of my
comics' really
favorites.
popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating
Mm.
guy. He's a loser
Uh,
from the future who uses
mm.
future technology to come back to present
Uh.
day and become a superhero so that
Yes.
people will love him.
It's
It
gonna
is
be good.
basically the superhero story of
That's
imposter
gonna be
syndrome
good.
on an HBO Max series.
Uh,
One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on
I never read
Supergirl
that.
Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction
It's gonna be
epic
good.
film.
It's gonna be good.
Now, Superman is
Uh.
a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by
Mm.
loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this
Uh.
story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, Swampy.
A very dark horror story in the origins of the
Mm.
monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me.
Fan.
I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Wow. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this great adventure. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Now, please, James Gunn's going to be doing good. Now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and Teachable the Popcorn Open, the #1 YouTuber in the world. You can follow me on Twitter.com/450. Instagram Joel 20, Facebook.com and Teachable shares, cash, share, which friends, family know. Click on notification when I do come on for more fun. So far, I have 688 subs. Woohoo! We're getting there. The road to 700 continues. You can follow me on Community tab. I do a podcast on IGF and Spotify. That'll be this weekend. I do all that. Now, I'll be back. I'll be on a couple of days break. Sorry for the lack of videos. I've been tired. I'll be back on Sunday with my review of BMF Season 1. Me singing... thinking. Shakira Objection Tango and a trailer reaction to sorry. Save the dates. Save the date 2020 Netflix preview. Be on the lookout for that. Anthony out!